The next day, Eileen is chilling and having a bath, but just as she gets out of shower, she gets a seizure and collapses. She calls Sejin for help as she passes out, and the tower's emergency system activates. At the same time, Sejin is just thinking about the new item called honey jelly that can improve his talents. The queen bees brings him the first batch of honey jelly, which can improve his mana-related talents because it was made from cherry tomato flowers. Unfortunately, he has no mana-related talents, so he decides to share the jelly with everyone. He calls Aileen to receive her share, but the emergency system responds instead of her, revealing that Aileen is dying because of her rampaging dragon heart. Sejin panics on learning that Aileen's heart absorbed much more mana than it could handle, and he thinks it is because of the crops he gave her. He asks the system window what can he do and learns that he has an item that can help Aileen. Sejin immediately realizes that it is the honey jelly, and everyone hands over their share too. Sejin gives it to the system, which drops them directly into Aileen's mouth, enhancing her dragon heart and preventing it from going berserk. However, the system tells Sejin that it is only a temporary measure, and if Aileen's heart doesn't improve quickly, she will be in danger again. At the same time, the emergency system sends a report to the Dragon Realm, and Aileen's grandpa Kaiser is really worried about her health. He finds that she is safe, but then he reads that she contacted someone named Sejin instead of him and goes ballistic with rage. On the other hand, Aileen wakes up and finds that Sejin treated her dragon heart with honey jelly. She decides to thank him with a great reward, but the only thing she finds suitable to give him is a beautiful dragon statue fountain. She first wakes up Sejin from his nap and thanks him for saving her life. Sejin tells her that he feels guilty of overloading her weak heart with mana, but Aileen tells him that her seizures were actually delayed because of that. She asks him to shout her name loudly to receive a thank you gift, and just as he does that, the huge statue drops right on top of him. Sejin somehow gets out of the danger zone in time, and after that, he finds that dragon statue is actually a fountain that Aileen's grandfather gifted her on her 100th birthday. Aileen tells him it will help with watering his outdoor fields easily, but the other abilities of the fountain are hidden. Sejin forgets about them as soon as he receives the PS5 controller he can use to control the statue. He starts playing around with it but ends up spooking Quang, who hits the statue and breaks one of its horns. Sejin panics at this, but luckily, the architect rabbit manages to patch it up loosely to hide it from Aileen. Meanwhile, Elka takes his family to the 67th floor on a work trip, when the red locusts suddenly change their attack pattern, causing widespread panic among the lizards and the wolves.